Check. Is this thing on? Is this microphone on, man? Jimmy, get in here, Jimmy. Fix the mic, Jimmy. Jimmy. Jimmy, the mic's not. Okay, it's fine now. Shout out to everybody here on a Saturday night. Welcome to all the lifers. We have 100 likes. I cannot believe it. We have 100 likes in the building. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in and calling yourself crypto lifers, giving your most precious time, and that's your most precious asset. That is your time. I got a little tan today. Did get to the beach a little bit. Maui gymming it, having a good time. The baby was playing in the sand. It was a fun time. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the Saturday night live stream where we tried to kick it, keep it a little lighter, keep it a little funner. We're still getting into business. We're still going to look for the money, but we'll just have a little more fun doing it. It's a Saturday night show. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being part of the Saturday night live stream with the Crypto Lifer. We're going to give you guys a great time tonight. We're going to bring the energy. We're going to punch it up and down the markets. We're going to show you what's happening. Let's break down Bitcoin for a split second here. Let's break it down for the crypto. Right now, I want to show you what I think could be popping out of control here. This mirror on USD. Is that mirror protocol? It might be following suit with the movement of TERRA. Put out a plan to save TERRA. We'll talk about that in a second. Can TERRA ever be saved? We'll break it down. Ooh, look at that. Let me fix that issue there. Sorry about that. That was horrible. Yikes. Felt naked out there. Funny, I had a call for Phantom long term there. I was into Phantom for the last couple days. Like this idea that Phantom was going to pump out of this falling wedge to the upside. It would go down, but eventually would make a beautiful pump to the upside. It's my Phantom idea was when we were low here on the 1 hour. We would come up and roll over, get low again, but then my idea would still play out. Has that ever happened to you? You know, I would close the trade, minimal, but bang, just got off the lake. Hi, friend. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the game up in Tahoe doing his thing. And we got the Bitcoin hoodie, everybody. We can survive. We will survive, everybody. I'm not afraid to show everybody outside that I'm a Bitcoin lover of life. So shout out to anyone that did look into Phantom. And again, I'm not a signals group. I don't say buy right now. I say watch it. This is an idea that I'm putting together here. Shout out to each and every one of you on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all. Really do. Each and every one of you keep me going. Keep me showing up every single day. Look, 31% gains for Phantom in a mere 6 to 7 hours. That's how you do it in the trading group. I want to talk about it. If you would join the trading group just 2 days ago, in the midst of all the pain, right? Look at this. Just look at this. I just want to show you something crazy. So I would have put BRWL out at 11 a.m. on the 13th of May, okay? Let's just take a look at this. I just want to show you my trading style and show you how it works and how it plays out. It's fun to do this. We get to do it every other day because we're constantly placing gains to be had. All right, let's take a look. That gain did not happen, but, we were pushing a 7-minute swing trade. That's not likely when you're going against a higher time frame. However, look at this. So this is what I put out here because this is what my eye saw. I'm a pattern trader, and I can recognize these patterns like clockwork, okay? What I also see there is what most people don't see and fly right by, and they say, no, but I see a cup and handle. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Yes! Sorry. The neighbors, babe. Sorry. So anyway, taking a look at this here. We're looking at a bit of a cup and coupe del handle, we call it. And you're low on the 7-minute chart. We flip on my moving averages. The 21-day moving average is touching the action. 15-minute chart also is getting tight and getting low. You can see that the MACD was showing signs of lack of bearish momentum here. And look, you were even falling into like a bit of a wedge here on the RSI. See how the RSI is starting to make a bit of a pattern there? And so this is why I put this call out here when I did it on May 13th at 11 a.m. for BRWL to break to the upside and probably go up 100% gains. Okay? This was my idea here. Where did I come up with 100% gains? Did I just pull it out of my face? Where did I figure that out? No, I took what's called a measured move. See this? And, you know, sometimes I take the whole length of that wick because I've seen them just do outrageous things, even things that I don't think are probable. Okay? But you don't have to take the wick. You can just take candle to candle, depending on the market structure you want to go after, right? Anyway. We broke it down, and it says, look, the regular one about 86, you know, a little more there, depending. If you take this length here, kind of to this, I believe I took this wick. The other wick was a little horrendous. But this wick to this area here is kind of what I usually do. That's my measured move. Let's pull that off. So idea here was to make about, you know, 114, 100% possible gains. I always try to take 70% of the measured move, right? Stop loss below previous levels here. Okay. You got your 50 crossing, the 200. Yeah. 1 hour is also getting tight. It was coming down, but it was getting tight. All right. So we watched this thing, and we watched it explode. Look at that. Boom. And we put it out, like, within an hour later, 2 hours later, this thing was in the money. So you can see at 11 a.m. we put out the call, and the TA put out the call. The technical analysis said, hey, this looks like a high probability move here. And by 3 o'clock that afternoon, we were in the money big time, you know. So these are things that happen when you join my trading group. You learn this stuff. You learn how to figure this stuff out on your own. 21-day moving average touch and price action with stochastic slow. I project the trade before it even happens. I start projecting the patterns, early bird style. We nail them for gains. You know, if you look at that, that did hit a beautiful gain, a pop for about 94% gains, 93.4, but, you know. Anyway, you erase all that, right? You say, okay, fine. And then my spidey senses hit again. They you know, later on that day, it's now like, I don't know, I think 3 in the afternoon yesterday. You know, I'm looking at this yesterday at about, 6:51, 7 o'clock, and I'm like, dude, this thing looks just like it just looked. I said, it's consolidating. The 15-minute wants to move. I said, this thing's likely to make another hit to the upside here. You swing that up, and, like, you know, that's just another 90% possible, you know, at least to the move here, to that resistance point, you know, and you're looking at about 56% gains, right? And we watched this thing play out, and bang, it would nail the target right there. Look at that. Hit the target right to resistance. Perfect move for 56% gains. And, you know, to be perfect, it was like 54.66. Put it out at 6:51. This thing was hot by 10 o'clock that last night, right? I put out FRA. If you were hanging out with us, let's take a look at Fedora, FRA, USDT. And these are just what we went over yesterday. I do this all the time. The next day, I go over exactly what we went over. That's why I'm live 24/7. And look, this is a cup with a secondary cup here. And you talk about if it breaks this line, this thing's going up to the upside big time. And we talked about an entry right around here, and I went over this, and I talked about it. And what I even like to do is you can see this. You can see the timestamp version of when I put this out right here. Let's see here. If I search FRA in my trading group, right? Funny, FRA is ripping. And here I am putting it out here yesterday at 11 in the morning. And I'm like, this thing looks like once it breaks out of here, it's going to fly up at least 24% gains. And there could be more. I mean, it's a cup and handle. You could take the length from here to here, and it says it's going up even more. Okay? So there's before and afters, and that's why I post these before and afters, because we work really hard to produce these gains daily. Like, it's not easy to do this every single day. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not easy to produce these gains every single day. But so there's the before, right? And you can see, and what I also show you is that we don't get stopped out of these. Like, we show you places where you put support and resistance, and this thing would blast. Look, 41%, you know? And so what I do is now, and look, if you actually treated this like Le Crypto handle it was, and really took it, that was the measured move. And look, the cup and handle really got you all the way where you needed to go, to that extended area where you would have rode this thing up for gains, massive gains. So anyway, I'm just pointing out that by joining the trading group, you understand so much, you learn so much, you start putting this stuff together that we're putting down for you right here on the live stream. For instance, right now, 1 hour is pointing to the upside, and this is making a bit of a symmetrical, you could say, symmetrical triangle as it's getting tight in the zone. Look at it on the 15-minute. You can see it's getting tight again. Very similar to what we just looked at for Brawl, right? You can see some similarities, and nothing's guaranteed here. But the idea is if you keep playing these, there's a 68% chance this is going to break to the upside. What I would look at here is the 15-minute. And that's why I use the 15-minute, and the 15-minute would come on down here. Stochastics would hit. I put alerts down here, wait for them to hit, and bang, 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 I'm in the money. And then I wait for that. As long as I got momentum on the 1 hour, if I have momentum on the 4 hour, even so, if no momentum on the 4 hour, then I am playing it. This is a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the downside. If this does break up, scalp it quickly, maybe on the 1 hour. You have to remember that. Doesn't mean you still can't get the move. Like BRWL was high on the 4 hour, but we still got the move. However, you are going to look at Bitcoin for these ideas, okay? But I just want to show you how I start to see what's going on and kind of, you know, like this right here. QSP looks like it may be breaking out. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I've seen this play out many, many a time, okay? It's also tight in a bit of like I think a symmetrical triangle too as well, you know, with a measured move to the upside here. So QSP looks like it may be moving up. You can see the 1 hour does have momentum. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. You can see the 1 hour does have momentum to the upside. Possible gains of 18% for QSP. Why am I doing this? Why am I bombarding you really fast? What am I doing? Well, right now, I'm just going over what I've been looking at in the market because I know that we don't all have a lot of time. Not everybody's built with time. Not everybody has thousands of time. There is my dryer going off. You guys now know that I'm near the dryer. Great. My wife loves to embarrass me. Everybody wants to buy a little Elon. And you saw me just drink honey, yes, and sip some lemon water. Two things that I do every single day to keep myself ready to go, ready to blast off, ready to kick some butt. So 18% gains possibly coming for QSP, USD. These are the KuCoin pairs. We're going to split out of KuCoin and head on over to, we're going to split out of Coinbase and head on over to KuCoin. We're going to take a look at what's happening here on KuCoin. So look, PLD, Plutonians, which is funny. PLD, we did look at this. Plutonians, thought it had something to do with Plutus. This thing would rocket up 195% gains, maybe a pump group. Something had something to do with, look at the movement. Unbelievable. Serve would also get a bit of a move here. And look, you can see how these, see this? This is how you play these alts, like this. They don't make like perfect traditional, but they make their ideas. And then you get in when you're low on the stochastics. I mean, if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you can even make smaller patterns and start to get busy in here, or break to the upside, right? PCX, PNT, they're high on the 1 hour now. You don't touch anything like that, you know. Nord moving. Gala made a bit of a move there. Gala 3X. Sushi, Anchor, which is funny. We talked about Anchor possibly breaking out of this. Boy, did it ever. And it actually staying high now. See, look at Anchor may continue. See, with the idea that they may save Luna, then you see Anchor kind of starting to look at this. Like, and the 1 hour does suggest that Anchor wants to push to the upside. Again, you got to figure this out for yourself. Put your own analysis on it. And if it makes sense for you, then you take it. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. I know I got the music on it. I know I may be making you feel good, but you need to still keep your thinking caps on you, keep your trajectory on, make sure you're tight and right with what you want to do. All right. ANC Anchor Protocol USDT here on KuCoin. All right. My $20 in Luna last night turned into $68. There you go. That's why I want to watch. I know the TA, but I got no time to find the real plays. Hey, man, can I check out CKB? Looks like we could have a 60% run through next week. Possible 10x to the all-time high for CKB. Kadena made my day. Shout out to Alexandre Miranda. That's awesome. Super Chat, CELR, and GRT. Shout out to the Super Chats. Everybody out there. PLD is going insane on KuCoin Lifer. Can you check PYR for me, please? Underwater quite a bit. Is there any hope showing on the best indicator in town? Shout out to Lane Hughes and everybody out there. Shout out to Illuminated Nothing, my man. My 50 in Luna is now 450. Unbelievable. Have you seen the inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin? 20% gains incoming. Not till you take profits, it ain't. My man, I love what he just said. Bitcoin going up, but what do you think? It's going to come down again. You're funny. Super Chat, CELR, and GRT. We'll take a look at that for sure. Shout out to everybody here on a Saturday night. And Anchor looks like it may be breaking to the upside. 121% gains are possibly coming for Anchor. High risk, high reward play for sure. But I just got to put it on the radar for the lifers. High risk, high reward play. Very high risk. But there's a chance that Anchor does want to boom to the upside and make some magic. Make bacon on the beach, like we're saying. I do eat bacon, but I only eat beef bacon. I can't eat pork bacon. I don't eat any pork products, but I do eat beef bacon. I had beef bacon this morning. It tasted amazing. Market is looking turning green again. They must know the lifer is live. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Have you ever been recruited for radio? No, but I would love to. Send out my voice. Let me know. There's so many coins in KuCoin. How do you choose which ones to do the TA on? That's why they call me the man. All right? That's why they love me in Georgia, baby. That's why they love me in Georgia. The ones that the technical analysis tells you to. See? Like, look, that's a cup and handle. Is it not on NAKA? 12 cents, trying to break up to the upside. You can see it's at a resistance point here. If NAKA can break above this, if it can cup and cup. For instance, if you can cup this up and you can see a double cup. Shoulder head and a shoulder there, trying to bounce to the upside. However, the 1 hour is getting overbought. That would tell me that we're getting resistance and highly likely to break to the downside. We'll take a look at Bitcoin too as well. Yo, buying Luna are some lunatics after these events. Yep. I turned my 20K of Luna to 2 cents. Wow, that's so sad. The retail might push prices up a little higher, but it's coming back down as use a stop loss and pay yourself a little bit if you are in profit. Sorry to my man Dylan JL. Hey, I'm not a financial advisor, but apparently he is. Listen to whatever he's got to say. I like what he's saying, is what I mean. But again, do whatever makes you happy in this game. And if getting education and learning what I do here and then using that and applying that to yourself and basically applying yourself, then by all means jump on in with us. We'd greatly appreciate that. Overbought on the 4 hour overbought. I mean, you're hitting a resistance point. If you can't get above here, look for this to roll over to the downside. Sad to say, I have to be honest, even though I want to be bullish and be like, yeah, it's going. It's really not, right? It's really not. It's really not. Okay. QRDO had me a little excited this morning. Ideas that it could break to the upside here on the 15-minute. It did. Let's take a look at it. And again, I'm after 5 to 10% a day. Like, you know, and look at that. 11% for QRDO. Bang, bang, bang to the upside, right? QRDO. And I was just playing around with it earlier today. I don't know. I guess I didn't post it, but I was looking at it at a level 9% gains. It's been looking bullish. It was tight in the channel. Highly likely to break to the upside based on the tightness that I saw. And the stochastics even look at the stochastics. You could even put the stochastics in one of these symmetrical triangles. Highly likely to break to the upside. MACD also. This guy said, how do you know what coins? It's like, because you do this for years and years, and eventually you just get a real knack for it. You really do. You get a knack for this. I do it every single day, my man. Every single day. Or girl. I didn't look at the name tag swiftly enough. Look, retest to the downside, boost into the upside. Measured move is the back end of this, bang, and then you get your money's worth. 12, 14% a day. Look, Airweave to the upside, Dino, right? So you start looking for the same stuff somewhere else. Like I'm looking for low 1 hours that are pushing up. Look at Standard. Standard hasn't made the move yet, and it's looking lovely. See? Lower liquidity, but Standard might do what you just saw happen there to the upside. It does have a movement. 15-minute would have to be coming back. See, I don't get into the 15-minute. I make for the 15-minute to reset or break out and retest. These are the two areas I would get into when the 15-minute comes on down. I have my scenarios waiting. I set an alert here, and then I send that to the livers when the time is right, or we talk about it together. Things we just talk about or go over, you know. So I'm hunting tonight for a possible move. Let's take a look at Bitcoin first before we do anything else. We got to see what Bitcoin's doing. Okay? Shout out to everybody here that follows my Bitcoin analysis daily. Appreciate each and every one of you for following my analysis. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. We're going to talk about Duquan in a second. We're going to break down Luna. Don't worry, we're not going to go without spending some time on Luna tonight. We got you guys. We're going to give you guys some deep down, long, expert analysis, or not even expert, but, you know, like veteran analysis on, you know, my take on where things could go. I know a lot of people want to know what's happening. So if you stay tuned for that, I will be giving you my Luna kind of updates and ideas. And we're going to break down like the possible abilities of, can he come back? Is it possible? What's happening? Does it make sense? And we'll break it down for more. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Scalpel Luna has been working out. Congrats. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Stack McChange. Shout out to Rodrigo Pazio. Shout out to Lane Hughes, produced the gains. And each and every one of you coming on to the live every single time. Ben Tamalik, Ayalu, Grace Protocol, Love Learning, Shout out to my moderators, Calder Ronster in the house, my man. 33, 428, 40, my dude. And Kukutsi Butsu, my man. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. Shout out to Buck Nasty coming through on a Saturday night. Shout out to Love Learning, Grace Protocol, and all my awesome lovers. Stack McChange. It's not a Saturday night without the stack in the house. Shout out to Stack McChange, my man. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live and sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Shout out to David Kendall, Kevin Tam. The Kevin party coming through. Shout out to each and every one of you. Crypto Cash, my man. Mamba for Life, GRT. We'll get to GRT. Thank you so much for the super chat right off the bat. And Tori McFarland, always looking at CELR. I should have known. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. We love you all. Shout out to the lifer, the realest dude in the game. For real, for real. Shout out to Mike Olin in the house. I want Shiba to 40x. We all do, baby. We all want SHIB to go all the way to the moon. Shout out to 338 people on the live, 189 people on the likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. That's the vibe of the tribe. We love you all. So, if you were in my trading group, I suggested around here we would get a bounce because it looked like we would here, but we bounced up, faked out, bounced again. But you know, eventually that 1 hour will reset back to the upside, and this was hidden bullish divergence. Let me talk about why I kept calling this hidden bullish, because it was. You had a low swing here to a high swing up, and it was swinging to the upside. However, you were swinging to the downside on the RSI. Some would say, no, you need to take this low to this low, and that negates it. But at the same time, I mean, this had a hill and a downward hill. You had a higher high. You were getting low on the stochastics. MACD and stochastics and RSI wanted to take a bit of a turn back to the upside. I also love putting the RSI in a falling wedge here, and it suggests that you can get a move back to the upside, and we got it with the MACD turning. So beautiful, beautiful pump. Stochastics RSI got us. Okay, again, too, look, resistance. What is this diagonal line here that I'm putting in? Well, I just want to show you this line here. If we isolate, let's talk about it in isolate. We look at this line here that I'm showing you, just nice and clean by itself here. We get a U, head, and shoulder. And honestly, we projected that. What's crazy about this is, everybody, when we were here, we projected this right shoulder when, if you were in my group, we projected this right shoulder here. We did this at this point. When Bitcoin was just completely in a mess, we were like, is there a chance? Are we making a possible right shoulder out of here? You know? I mean, we were all over. It's been crazy how well the TA has really brought us through all these channeled moves. Look how I found this channel too after that. You can see I just keep finding the technical analysis as fast as possible. Hidden bullish. Suggest we'll break to the upside. Okay? Now, oh yeah, why did I put that line there? Now, this is the neckline. Look, boom, boom, boom. This is the neckline of the inverted. I'm telling you, 90% of the time you break out. You know, you attempt to go the measured move of the head and shoulder, which you did not, which would have been bigger. Took the smaller scaled right shoulder, right side kind of move, like this move. See here to that measured move. It didn't take the bigger measured move, which I usually do see the bigger measured move to the upside. These lessons I've learned are priceless. How do you buy on KuCoin from US? I have to buy USD from other exchange and transfer. Fees are killing me. Thank you, bless. Yeah, but just send the fees through. Buy something different. Buy Solana. That's really easy. You buy Solana on Coinbase and then send the Solana to KuCoin and then just sell it pretty fast. And that is the fastest way to get your money from Coinbase to KuCoin or whatever. You know, maybe you onboard from Binance US. Buy Solana because it's on the Solana blockchain, which is fast. And they all have it ready to go. So let's get back into brass tacks here. Let's talk about what I see happening. The 1 hour is pumping to the upside. Highly likely we will get a move to the upside on the 1 hour. However, that 15-minute is getting to the overbought region. So I'd either like I showed you. We don't chase green candles. We wait for a pump up. A bounce off of the support and resistance line that you can see is now going to form. So resistance. We must get above this or the bears will take over. We must get above this. So you could, real big plays here we're looking at is 29,800. Okay. Let's mark it for everybody watching here. Because everyone wants to know, what is Bitcoin going to do tonight? Is there money to be made tonight? It is 8:39 p.m. And so sad, the Bruins, yes, they lost game 7. So sad. Buy Sol, XLM, all no fees. Yeah, XLM, lightning quick. See what I'm saying? My lifers got it, but they got you ready to go. I do that almost every week. Buy Sol on Coinbase and send a KuCoin. Easy, fast, and clean. Buck Nasty will tell you what to do. That's why you join my trading group. You'll be surrounded by the smartest crypto people in the game. They will help you. They will support you. and they will hit 345 likes if there's 345 people watching, won't they? I know you guys will. I know you guys will. I'm not even going to say it again because I know when I look at this again, it's going to be at 350 likes. You guys are amazing people. I just trust each and every one of you are the greatest people on earth, and the greatest people on earth never leave a guy hanging who shows up 473 times straight without a day off, straight up, doing the lifer way, pushing forward, showing you that consistency is key and that we can all make it no matter what. We can all make it no matter what. Lifer tooting that horn, boy. Shout out to Jordan Clark. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Money to be made every single night for the lifers. Dang straight, dang Skippy, baby. I don't like to use the word damn. I want to, not swear at all. But I can say dang. Can I dang Skippy? So anyway, 15 minutes getting high. Entry was down here for perfection. This could kind of scoop up. There is momentum here to the upside, though. Come on down. I am seeing that the 1 hour does want to push to the upside. We've been waiting for the 1 hour, but we have been trailing down. However, what I want to show you is we've talked about the fact that the 4 hour was going to dump on you right up here. We went over this, and so far the 4 hour's been falling down on a short ever since we went over this idea here. We got rejected by 31,000. We talked about it yesterday, and look, that short's been playing out ever since we went over it and broke it down. How do we know the short was going to happen? Well, if you look at the 1 hour, we played this like what is called a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. We were all over this rising wedge. And look, the measured move of the rising wedge is right here to about 28,300. And we got to about a load of 28,600. I mean, that's exactly what should have happened. And had you just played the 4 hour and the 1 hour, the 1 hour gave you the indication that was going to roll over. Because what happened is the Stokes started to roll here. You got a double top on the Stokes. You had an M pattern. And those are both patterns that tell you. And then you had resistance here in this area. And you couldn't get back above the zone. Likely to short to the downside. So we took that short. I'm waiting for a reversal. I thought we'd get the reversal here. We dropped again to the next level. Looking for the reversal now back to the upside based on the 1 hour stochastics. Higher low here to the upside. Can we get it? There's no guarantees. These are all probabilities. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed. We could do something like this, go sideways and roll over and continue to the downside. The measured move is possibly to the beginning of the wedge, which is right there. There's a chance we revisit 27,000 right here, 150. So that's the lower level that I'm looking for a bounce. But I'm also trying to see if this falling wedge will bounce to the upside here based on the 1 hour time frame. However, the 15-minute is not in our favor right now. We do see a bullish cross here. We are getting a green candle. Can we get a bounce off 30K? 30K is the answer. We lose 30K, it's likely we get to the bounce here at 28,000. We lose 28,000, we come into 27K. All right. I would close the short had I opened it already. It's a beautiful time to take some profits because right now you're at every time. You nailed it. You got the 1 hour time frame to go all the way down and recycle. Beautiful time to be alive. It is what it is, but I want to join your group, but I'm worried it'll be too advanced. No, it is not too advanced. We have a beginner's course every Tuesday. Okay, that's a great time to get started. It's $99. It's $100 to get a 2 hour beginner's course. It's really 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Sit with me every Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. If you don't have the time on the weekdays, it's the first Saturday of every month. I sit down and do the beginner's course as well. Oh no, the last Saturday of every month, I believe. I sit down and do the beginner's course with you, and that's from 9 a.m. to about 12:30 p.m. Or you can take the 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. class. And honestly, it's not too advanced. And what we do right now, you know how you can tell it's not advanced? Join the Discord right now. And what's in the Discord is you have no obligations to join the Discord. You join my public server, right? And what you'll have is you'll have access to the crypto bootcamp right here. How to trade crypto, 5 essential tools, get started on crypto, the crypto lifer mindset. And all this is here for you to take advantage of, to watch, to stream. And once you see this stuff, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll get to know my personality, my teaching style. I think you'll love these videos so much that you'll want to join the trading group. Read the testimonials, see what people are saying. I don't know if you're going to see this, but I'm so grateful to have your Patreon, not just because it's benefiting me, but because you are also gaining something as well. I can't thank you enough for your knowledge that hasn't just helped me, but many others. I was able to learn so much in 2 weeks. Now I'm already putting out calls I see sometimes as well. Glad to be a lifer for life. Wanted to show my love. Thanks for all your hard work. Anyone who's not done the training with Sam should do it. It's worth every penny. I already took a short position. I'm up 60%. Lifer, you're the man. Thanks for all the knowledge. This is just now. Super thankful for God, to Crypto Lifer, for his charting skills and being real. Just about a week ago, I took his course, and almost the very next day, bearish call on Luna saved me quite a large grief and a huge sum of cash. Wanted to get back into Luna badly for the last couple weeks after missing on the re-entry. Did cash out on the run-up last year from around $7. Also, yesterday closed out a couple night shorts on KuCoin. She just joined the group, so she's new, man. I think if you don't join the group, you're going to miss out on there's more losses coming your way from information that you don't know. What you don't know can hurt you, all right? And I can give you the information that will give you the information so you don't hurt yourself in trading. You can protect yourself from yourself. Sad to say, but protect yourself from yourself. Become a crypto lifer. Is it just $99 for everything, or what does it include? $99 for the entire... What you get here is, number one, free boot camp, which is amazing. For $99, you get access to the entire place here. Lifer charts, lifer alerts, like alerts that I have going off. I post things that I have. It doesn't happen every day, but it does. Token metrics, my token metrics account, which we go over once a week. The weekly screen share, which is every single Wednesday for 2 to 3 hours. You get like a private session with me, and it's awesome. We also go over token metrics, which is $86 a month. That's included in your $99. You know, elite lifers charts, which is elite lifers that basically have been tutored in chart with me, and they post charts with detailed information, awesome information coming your way. Then we even have a lifer learning library. This is where I'm posting things to help you. Rising wedge, earn passive income, understanding, impermanent loss, how to chart these different charts. There's so much information here. Fibonacci, VPVR. Just get yourself going, how to short and long the market, and then learning TA questions. This is where you get in, you post your charts, we critique them for you, you ask questions, there's no hate, it's all love, it's all positivity, there's no profanity, it's all people helping people. Jump on in, you would absolutely love it, okay? I sold myself enough, I don't want to do it anymore. The rest of my team can tell you what to do. Read the testimonials, find out for yourself, join the free Discord in the description below. Once you join the Discord, you're going to be able to see the gains we've made too. Look at the gains we just made. I went over them at the beginning of the live stream, but you can just check them out. I mean, gains on gains right here. For all, we hit for 54. Then we hit for, 97 earlier that day. We hit this last night for 41, and there's other things going on as well. We also talked about Bitcoin dropping to the downside. We called a short here. That short was perfectly nailed, and talked about we got into it at the exact entry point. And again, I'm not perfect. Of course, I lose trades. Of course, I get stopped out all the time. I'm proud to say I do. Because if I hit every single trade, I would be a liar. No one hits every trade. If you're with someone that's showing every single trade perfect, I would get away from them. That sounds like a farce. So I'm a real dude doing this every single day, and you're just going to see the results if you show up every single day with me. Cheers to you and yours. I love you all. Shouldn't cheers water, but it is lemon water. So just like this rising wedge broke to the downside, if we flip this upside down, this is now a rising wedge that should break to the downside as well. You see that? And we should see that happen. So I'm going on the fact that this 1 hour will push us up. However, the 15 minutes not in my flavor. We're going to have to see it kind of probably come back down again a little more. Let's clean this up here. I'm going to get rid of my moving averages. I'm going to delete this and this, and we're just going to slow down for everybody because I know it's a Saturday night, and I do talk fast, and I'm always moving, and everyone's like, wait, just show me what's going on, lifer. Slow us down, lifer. So our big resistance is at 29,000, okay, everyone? Bring the music down, everyone. Let's quiet it down. Our next big resistance is sitting here at 29,008, all right? Look, we couldn't get above it. So these are going to be two big areas we're going to need to get above. The daddy area is 30K800. The first daddy area is 30K. 30,286, Well, look, couldn't get above it. These are just the levels to watch on the rising wedge that we were unable to break as we fell down. So as we break to the upside, all right, look for the 15-minute to hopefully break through here and retest. That would be beautiful. That would be the most bullish sign. It could not retest. It could get rejected and bounce and still be bullish, and we could get the bounce up. Okay? So these are the two things that I'm watching. The 15-minute will let us know which one it does. Okay, we don't have to do anything till the 15-minute resets and comes back down here. At that point, the 15-minute will have rolled over back down or will have broken up and retested. Then we can then take the momentum of the 1 hour, okay, back to the upside. All right, everyone, nice and neat and easy. Isn't that clean? The 1 hour should get us, if it begins to move around like 8 or 9 tonight, it should get us to about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 in the morning. Then we're going to be up here around 6, 7. And then I'm usually up by 6:45, 7. And I'm ready to give the lifers their update on that. And I basically complete the chain of where we ended up, and then you get your next update in the trading group, and I just can extend the updates. Today, I don't know how many Bitcoin updates I gave. Let's just check it out. And this is on a Saturday, you know, breaking it down with the family. But like, let's just show you what I did today. This is a regular Saturday, okay? Number one, we were trading last night, right? Posted brawl, didn't end up breaking out, but just a little flag. See, that got stopped out. Just want to point it out. Like, that trade didn't play out. It was eventually, you know, but it was like, can we get a little flag? We were already in the trade, and I was just saying, hey, possibly put the stop loss there and see if you get stopped out or see if you can get more, you know. So really, it wasn't like jump in here. It was like, hey, there could be more in the trade, you know. But look, and we were just talking about, and there was gains last night. I talked about title. I said, take, you know, title, looking for title for a possible scalp to the upside, and boom. I think like an hour later, look, title bangs on him for 14% gains. Look at that. And kept moving up a little bit more too. Title for gains. I was looking for Kono for more. I'm taking a look at Kono now. It might actually have a little more legs. Here's a Bitcoin update. It's 7:44 a.m. when I woke up. Then here I'm talking about every time you had these big wicks, you had a massive move on the weekly. Massive move, massive move. You just had a massive big wick. Bigger than all three of the last wicks, really, comparatively to the candle body size. And you've had massive pumps of huge gains there every single time. Not saying it's guaranteed, but just something. Panic sellers and FOMO buyers, and they're creating that kind of mix. All right, so something to think about. We talked about the gains we took with Frau. I did an ORE interview today with the ORE team. Burst looks like it may pop. It started to make a bit of a move. Posted that, right? And then I'm looking, like, see the rejection. I said, you know, they're probably going to be a rejection at 30K. See a rejection here at 30K because we're getting high in the 1 hour time frame. Look for this to bounce to the downside, right? It got up there, and then boom, what happened? We started to get rejected by that movement. You see that? Then we kept talking about, and then once that happened, I said there's hidden bullish. We should get a move to the upside once the 1 hour resets. The 1 hour reset back to the downside. So look, right there, we broke down as suggested. Once that broke down on the 1 hour reset, pop. We got the pop out of the hidden bullish divergence that I discussed. You see that? All right, so like this is kind of how you were like taken through the day of Bitcoin, and that's a regular day in the trading group. You get this, you get that support, you get that constant care, constant love. Nothing like it online, nothing anywhere else. And then I'm online every single day, so you get to see my face every single day. You know, the guy that you're giving your hard-earned money to, the person that's running the trading group, every single day you get to see what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, you know, my mental state, what I'm up to, what I'm going after, how motivated I am, you know, my goals in life, how I'm feeling, and you can just be a part of that beautiful edification of life, you know. So jump on in, everybody. These are our levels to watch here. Bitcoin must hold 28,666. Pretty interesting, right? Get a bounce and break 29.18. Then it must break 29.8, and then it must get to 30K. All right. All right. Then a rejection from there, we'll see. So can we get a move to the upside based on the 1 hour? I don't see it happening yet because the 15-minute is getting extended. I do see us more likely getting rejected here and rolling over, but we could break out and do a retest of this area or even that area there at 29,500. So be keen, be watchful. That's my Bitcoin update for the night. If the 15-minute can play with us, get a nice bounce, the 1 hour can take over, and maybe for the next 6, 7, 8 hours, we can get a bounce to the upside on Bitcoin. All right. So that's my analysis, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. There is a chance that we break and we continue to the downside, and my lower targets are right here. If the 1 hour doesn't play out and decides that it's just going to go up, like kind of go up here and just end up getting rejected, because you have to remember the 4 hour does want to play out in our favor and want to push to the downside, you know. So anyway, my Bitcoin chart's not stuck anywhere. 29,950, man. You bugging. I don't know what you're talking. Anyway. So anyway, levels to watch for BTC, right? And this is it. And we're at 29,905 right now. You see, we're bouncing off of 29K. Okay. My chart's not on replay, man. There's nothing wrong with my chart, man. You're bugging. Buggins. Look, I'll take it off. Do you want replay? Yes. So See? Oh, so we bounced. Yeah. Sorry. I was on replay mode. Yeah. But it doesn't, the point of the story is all right, yeah, my bad. But look, too, what's pretty cool about this is we had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder bounce to the upside, right? So we got our bounce to the upside. I was replaying us through the move. Sorry. Thank you for saying that, because I was like, we should get a bounce, and, now we did get the bounce. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for saying that. So for tonight, because, I'm bugging. We should get a bounce down now. Sorry about that. So right now, look, we're getting rejected by 30K. All right. 4 hours still pushing us to the downside. You're getting overbought. Yeah. So now I would short the market. Sorry. Perfect time. And the 15-minute is getting low, so it's going to try to make one last move. So it's actually the exact opposite of what I just said. So look, thank you for saying that. I was back-ended. But you can see how it did play out, which is crazy, right? But anyway, 15-minute may break out of this to the upside. That's all you're going to get. You have to remember that could just break us here to the top of this and then get rejected. We roll over. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Looks like a short is in order for tonight to the downside. Thank you for making sure I didn't mess up, because everyone was like, wait, Lifer said the long. And so look, it looks like we should short the market tonight. All right. Definitely take profits. I can't tell anyone what to do, but I would definitely take profits right now if I was anything and start getting out of, because it looks like we're headed down to 28,600. That's the measured move to the downside. 1 hour's pointing down. No reason why it's not. It's already starting to go, and you got rejected by 30K, which was your previous rejection point here that we shorted. We shorted this one. Couldn't get above here. That's your same point. You're getting a fall to the downside. So it's okay. We could be making a cup and handle. And look, we're going to look at this fresh again. Sorry about that on a Saturday night, everybody. I did make a mistake. Hey, I'm a human being, though. You got to give me a break. So let's take a look at Kraken Tether USD, right? I just like to look at it fresh and see if I'm missing anything, okay? So right off the bat, right, we do see a giant inverted. We also discussed this idea. I remember this and showing you, could we make a giant right shoulder and then like go off, So you can see that this is the pattern. There's also a bit of a channel here. And I'm known for making unconventional channels. I believe you have to now in this day and age based on what Bitcoin does and the market maker does. You can't look what everyone else is looking like every single time. This was the idea. We fell out, Just looking here, we fell out of the rising wedge. I get myself in these different zones because I want to see a lot. You're lucky I bring y'all into this secret little place I'm in right now, because I can keep this all to myself. And this is where I see the gems. This is where I really see like what's happening. So like this is what it is. Like I have now cracked the code. It's up, it's down, up, down, up. We're coming down, likely, right? And hopefully, can we boom on out? There's a chance, right? So this is what we're seeing, and then you make support and resistance lines. And see how this looks a lot different than what we just looked at, but they're still viable. And they make sense. All right? And you just saw me how I did it. Mirror on the 15. We already looked at mirror on the 15. We already looked at it. I went over it today. Edible slapped me pretty hard, though. I thought it was just me. Funny. Good evening, lifers. Great day of U Sports. 2 soccer games and a baseball game. Now I'm here and ready to hit the market. Shout out to Nick's my man. Sounds like, is that BitBoy? Is that Ben? The baseball game and all that? It sounds like Ben. No, I'm just, But so look, there is a resistance point because look, we bounce. That would be the right shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder bounce to the upside on Bitcoin. Beautiful, right? So we are going to short right now to the downside, but it doesn't mean we're overall the bearishness of bears, but we just have to, take care of brass tacks here. So short's highly likely intact coming to the downside. Highly likely. Most likely thing happening. Entry was there at the top. Has a little more downside now, though, and then it will come back for the bearish retest. So just like we said before, you don't have to short now. You can wait for this to come down, come back up. That is the perfect time to short on the 15. So we could drop out, come back for that retest, or come back for the retest of back in the pattern and then short. There or there. Or you could just, you know, have the BALZs to jump in, but make sure you put a stop loss somewhere up in this region here, this region here. You know, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. I might put a stop loss in this region, depending, and a short to the downside, you know. Can you check out GST instead? I wouldn't trade till breakout either way. My man, let's go. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. July 19, 19 lovely likers to reach 300 likes. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. 348 likes on the live. 288 likes, 348 people. Everyone, come on. Pile on in. Let's get to 500 viewers on a Saturday night. You guys can get us to amazing levels. It's you that can get us to the highest levels possible, everybody. Vincent Mark, what's your thoughts on Cadena? Not so much TA, but your blockchain expertise that you have, my man. No, you're killing it. Shout out to Vincent Mark for the $20 super chat, my man. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat from my man, Vincent Mark. Thank you, 290 lifer likes, 350 lifer watching around the block. Just one click truly helps your lifer community and helps others find the lifer's knowledge. People are getting wrecked. They don't know when to short. They don't know when to long. You know, they can't see the pattern. They can't find the pattern. We find the pattern nice and easily, nice and clean by zooming out, clarifying things for ourselves. And look, this is what we have going. We're going to short Bitcoin down here. It's going to hopefully bounce off of 29,200. If not, it's going to break the pattern and go down to 28,005 and then keep going to 20. And then the short's going to keep making us money. Or we're going to close the short in profit and we're going to get a bounce. But it's likely this short plays out. This rising wedge breaks to the downside and the 1 hour takes us there. Okay. Wait for the 15-minute for precise entry. And that's what we're looking at. And that's my prediction for the night for Bitcoin. Sorry that I was in replay mode. I messed up a little bit there. Got everyone a little freaked out. If they'll replay this and they watch it, they're going to be like, wait, yikes, right? Make sure you keep watching the whole thing. MNET is exploding again. That's amazing. Let's talk about MNET. I love MNET. So, yeah, a lot of coins, USDT pairs are going to fall to the downside. Good time to take some profits, in my humble opinion. And that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell, everybody. And we don't have to go over the Dow futures tonight, which is awesome. So you spent the last few days on the phone calling TERRA community members, builders, community members, employees, friends, and families that have been devastated by the pegging. I'm heartbroken about the pain my invention has brought on all of you. I believe he means that. I believe he's going to try to make it as right as possible. So Agora.Terra, you doing okay? Please check out this proposal to use remaining funds as a tiered refund pool to lower level UST holders. I believe it's the best way forward. I reviewed your proposal. I can't help but feel it comes off as trying to put a band-aid on a dam. My primary questions are, okay, we forked the network, now what? Why would value come back? USD doesn't work as intended. Anchor and Mirror broke. Luna's name is destroyed forever. Where would the liquidity come from? How can you possibly propose giving 40% to old Luna holders and 10% to new holders? How is that at all commensurate, considering new holders got billions, trillions of Luna tokens at less than pennies on the dollar? What are the LFG Bitcoins? How many are left? What happened to the market maker's loan deal? Wow. I suppose in this case, the wormhole team can be coordinated with to distribute. Rubbish idea. Should just buy and destroy the excess Luna tokens. Wow. And we're going to take a look at Luna right now. And this is going to be a struggling problem for all of us. Regulators going to use it. Everyone's going to use it to beat up crypto. And it's definitely a tarnished day on Bitcoin. I wouldn't look at the Luna pump 229% as something happy, you know. And if you're trading it in and out, I guess do your thing. I'm really just not even like, you know, fully that happy, you know. Looking at 0.0004 for Luna, like the fact that it would break a penny peg, insane, right? And if you look at UST, last time I saw 14 cents, 20-cent peg. A lot of people had a lot of stablecoin money in here. There's still $2.3 billion in there. That's crazy, you know. So 26,600 subscribers and climbing. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not clicked the subscriber button, please click and help the lifer likes. Thank you so much for saying that, Love Learning. I'm just reading the comments. Appreciate that. Danny, my man. Is that Danny Setters in the house? Is it Danny? Oh, it's just not Danny. Yeah, my man Danny. And you know the lifers are going to get us to 400 likes because they're beautiful people. You're all such beautiful people. Look, we're at 355. You guys are going to do it. You're beautiful people. Beautiful people do beautiful things. I wouldn't hang out with people that weren't beautiful and did beautiful things for others like that. Like hit a like button for the guy. Shows up every day. You guys are awesome. Wow. 10 dead in mass shooting in a Buffalo supermarket. Hold up. Hold up. Moment of silence right now for 10 people dead in a Buffalo supermarket. That's crazy. That should never be happening. Are they mothers? Are they fathers? Are they kids? Are they workers? Do they have a kid at home? Are they of the young father? Are they an older man? I mean, 10 people. That's a lot of people because many different families can be affected right there. That affects 1,000 people or more. I mean, when you think about the overall effect that could have. That's sad. I don't even want to really read it. Maybe by myself later tonight. But moment of silence for those people. That's so sad. TERRA's return to form will be a sight to behold. We're here to stay, and we're going to keep making noise. Getting close. Stay strong, lunatics. I mean, I think he's going to do all he can. Can he accomplish it? We will see. Sorry about that. Okay, but follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. We're moving 5,241 followers. We're moving quickly, fastly, getting more followers by the day. As the crypto markets rebound, LMAX hits highest volume yet in 2022. That's interesting, right? So, yeah. And look, it gains on gains with BRWL and FRA, even on a bearish market. Become a lifer, join the trading group. Jump on in today. Look, we got a lot of likes, a lot of hits on that. Did anyone get a chance to buy Bitcoin under 30K? You know what I'm saying? Nice tweet right there. Got a lot of love there. So let's see what the Martini guy's doing. He was buying tons of Luna recently. I have his Luna tweets. Can Luna get back to $1? In today's video, what happened to Luna and where it's all going? Luna exposed. Luna video posting in less than 20 minutes. If you're still buying now, you're going to make it. Find a way to make 27 a day. You'll make 100 in a year if you can do this. Become a millionaire. It's not difficult, but it takes discipline, especially when trading. This guy, the advice I received from Crypto Zombie back in NanoC blockchain. Back then, I didn't have much, but I really appreciate this advice, and it saved me well. What advice? Find a way to make 2,700 a day, and you'll make $1 million in 1 year if you can do this. This guy. What old coins? Again, this guy enjoyed tempting fate for Luna. Maybe we deserve. Financial crises tend to redistribute wealth. People take smart risks, be greedy when others feel. It is funny. Be careful but just be careful though, because what happens is everyone's like, buy the dip, buy the dip. I had a 2x Bitcoin on long on Bybit. I'm buying more Bitcoin every day. Buying this low could be life changing in 5 to 10. I'm also buying a few, not less than. Use this link to make an account and get a look. See, and he's pushing a Bybit link. See, that's all he's saying. He's just pushing a Bybit link. That's crazy. I love this guy, but it's all about everyone just pushing this Bybit link. They're getting desperate, and they're like, maybe I can make some money on Bybit real fast. So crazy. Anyway. Shout out to the awesome people that support me. You people are amazing. So I don't have to, whore myself to Bybit because you guys support me and love me and join my trading group and pay for the courses. And so because I get real honest, real honest money through my real honest business, I don't have to resort to things that maybe other people do. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You saved me from my sins. Anyway, moving to the downside, it's already beginning. It's likely to happen. 4 hours in your favor, 1 hour in your favor. We're getting the move to the downside. 4 hours suggests that we're going down. Hopefully it's more short-lived and we do maybe respect this channel. 4 hour channel is even higher if we make it tighter here, which would bring it down a little lower. Something like this in the 4 hour. So this is what we're looking at. A short somewhere in this vicinity to 29,200. That would be the best thing. Or this could fall out and we could continue down. Anything is possible. It is a giant shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Could it kind of mill out here and then bounce? Where is the measured move? Well, if this breaks out, it's a symmetrical triangle. If it does break out to the upside, it's got to move to 34K. If it breaks to the downside, which nobody wants to talk about, this is kind of where we stand yet again. And we've done this before, and we've hit the 28K that we were talking about when we made this. And you're looking at $25,000. So big symmetrical triangle, 2 big levels to watch. You know, the daily's really going to have a say in this. The daily's super low. There's a chance you get the break to the upside based on that idea, but we shall see. Top is 34, bottom is 25, and that's a symmetrical triangle. Kind of trying to make a falling wedge in a way. I have to give it to you, but, you know. And this, we do deep dives here every day on Bitcoin. And we spend so much more time on Bitcoin than other channels. We kind of juxtapose it, we flip it, we twist it, we spin it, we lick it, we spin it. I'm just messing around. We don't lick it. Actually, I do lick it on the weekly candle close. So I technically kind of do lick it sometimes. Not physically lick it, but, you know, like lick it on the screen. You know, you'd have to come and see it. I'm not going to do it right now, okay? I'm just not. All right. And imagine being in this trading group. Imagine getting updates every day from someone who spends hours on Bitcoin, hours on it constantly. Imagine getting big targets, smaller targets, little trades, scalp trades, big trades, you know, alerts, awareness. You could be working all day, have no idea. And next thing I'm like, watch out, Bitcoin's about to roll over high on the daily, didn't get above resistance, and you're like, ooh, that's not looking good, you know. Look how many different things we do. We do a lot of stuff. Bullish RSI on the 4-hour PUR if you're looking for something to jump into. Let's take a look at Vulcan Forge, my man. Let's take a look at CELR for my man. And can I have a mod writing down those super chats? Dude, been showing the same message all day, right? Do you use Bookmap or crypto or Stokes? Use the bots, new creating extreme movement in both directions. Pulse Chain releasing soon. Dev said it's releasing this month. I thought it was releasing today. Super Chats, GRT. Why did you release the Super Chats? That was like perfect. I heard Ori will be visiting soon. Ori was here today on the live, and you missed it. It was sad to see you not around. I was crying, but it's okay. It's okay. I work like an animal. I don't expect everyone to be there every time I don't stop. It never stops. I was exhausted this morning. I was like, I really have to do a live? But I was like, yo, it's my ORE team. No, I love them. I was like, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get the rig fired up. Let's get the mic on. Let's get the cameras going. Like, let's get it balling. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it moving, baby. Let's get it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. So CELR, we had it in this bigger zone. Look, up, down here. Trying to get a bit of a bounce on the daily time frame. The daily does want to bounce. However, the daily is going to have to get above this resistance at 03196. That's going to be my level for it to get above. If these roll over and if you end up getting up here. So just remember what I'm saying. Heed these words. If you get up here and this rolls and the stochastics start to roll, that's no good for CELR. We need to get up here somewhere before re-roll and come after for a bounce. All right. So CELR really, in my mind, has got to get above that 44.92 area for me to feel any bit of comfort. Okay. And the daily wants that to happen. However, the 4-hour is extremely overbought. And I've been talking about this with everybody. And we keep going over the idea. And it's the same idea. You got your shoulder head. You're in a drunken inverted head and shoulder. You should break to the upside. Can you get a move? 1 hour's overbought too as well, though. That looking ugly to me. Highly likely you're coming back down somewhere here to the 0.08 and breaking a penny. But, you know, a lot of projects are still way overpriced for what they can be offered. We need prices down so the new investors can sweep in. Agreed. Did I hear you on Kadena AMA earlier this week? Sounded like you. Hey, Yamesh. Shout out to Unpaid Mechanic. Shout out to Gabriel Henrique, my man. Appreciate your calm business manner when shorting the market and not begging the market to tank like a few other streamers do. No, I mean, a short is a short, a long is a long. It really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at GRT. Dustin Cava, Super Chat, CELR, GRT. Thoughts on Kadena? You might want to check MNET. Let's take a look at MNET. That got me excited when people say something's pumping hard. I like that. I get like, woo. And it was, you know, and this is what I've been looking at. A lot of coins are in this kind of thing. They got that 1 hour about to move, and that's why I'm looking at anything that has the, see, this is what I look for. If we go back in the replay, which I don't want to get stuck there like I did before, but I look for this all the time. And I flip all my moving averages. I look for the 21 to be interacting. Hopefully if like a 50 can be crossing, you know, bigger, you know, something like that, or, you know, at least getting tight too. And then I want to see that the MACD is lacking momentum. I want to see that the RSI is in a falling wedge close to 50 or at least, you know, below 50 or at least at 50 or below at least. It's down there like 41 in the falling wedge. And I want to see that I'm playing with some support and resistance as well. We had a bounce. We're bouncing there again. So we lose that level, fine. We go lower, stop loss, fine. And that's fine if we do. If not, we do break to the upside to the next resistance point here and then to here. Measured move is the length of the pole, so I'm going to take that and swing that on out. Keep the measured idea, and that's where you're trying to get to here, okay? And this is how I build a trade. Long position, I center myself, and bang. And then, you know, you press play and you watch this thing, and bang, right? We see this all the time. It's like we try to pre-play the bot before the bot. Look at that, 57%. All the way up in total, 81% gains. That's insane in an hour. And this is the stuff we look for in the markets all the time. If you're in my trading group, you'll be getting this type of stuff, you know, hungry stuff all the time. MNET banging on them. I did not post that. I just want to make it clear. But we played MNET many a time. And who knows, maybe someone in my charting group did post about MNET. Kind of want to look at QRDO one more time and just see what it's doing for me here. See, that's getting tight. And the 1 hour did push up, see, but you didn't get the movement you wanted. I wanted some more movement out of that. 50-minute is coming low, but it is getting tight. Something's happening here. We're either going to see it break to the downside or this thing's gonna make some magic. Because look how tight that's getting. So I definitely would keep it on the radar. It also had some bullish news recently, like it got picked up with an exchange, or its exchange is a DEX that's also doing something. It had some bullish news recently, QRDO. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it eventually make a bit of a move. However, is it happening immediately? I can't say that right now, but you see the 1 hour is consolidating. It could flip to the upside at any moment. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. I believe 4 hours overbought, and that worries me. That worries me. I thought XYO might make a bit of a breakout. I was looking at it and watching it closely, and you can see XYO is making a bit of a move here to the upside on Coinbase. I have the XYO USDT pair here on KuCoin. On KuCoin. Let's take a look here. So I thought it might bounce here, see? So I'm not perfect either. Right here, I'm thinking, well, we might get a bounce. Why? Well, the 15-minute was kind of in our favor there. We were low. See this? It's the cup and handle on the 15. Look at this. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. So this, I just want to point this out. And we'll get to those super chats. So that's definitely a cup, right? A giant cup. Huge cup. Big cup. When I played hockey, I had a huge cup. No, I'm just saying. Well, look at it. So, and that's your measured move, right? And where is that going? I mean, all the way up here. Everything okay? Okay. 15-minute coming down, we could get a bounce, and we're getting, and then we want to zoom into the smaller time frame and see what we see here, and we get in like kind of an ascending triangle. Look, we're flat, and we're moving up. Now, I mean, it's a 50-50. We could still break to the downside, and I want everyone to realize these are all probabilities. Everyone's always like, oh, you posted that, and it didn't break to the upside. Me. It's like, yes, like there's no guarantees here of anything happening. However, that's just starting to make a bit of a bullish pattern, is it not? All right. I would not get in until the 1 hour came on down, right? It doesn't mean it's all gravy now, but it's just something to watch now on my radar. Set support and resistance lines, see if it can respect them, and if it does, then I might be all bullish on this. And this is what I'm always ahead of the trade. Hours ahead of the trade, days ahead of the trade, all right? Let's take a look at GRT. But I hope I'm getting through to everybody here as we teach every single day on the channel, tirelessly, right? To me, something like this is happening. We fell out, we fell back in. I don't, you know, you could say it's more like this. I like that more, respecting that level there. Okay. coming back to the downside, though, likely. And then what you want to see is this is the rising wedge, too. You see? And that's why I use smaller time frames, because I'm trying to make something of what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to make what's called market structure. I'm trying to build an idea. Now, that wants to break to the downside. 15-minute is already low. Could get a bounce one more time up. But that 1 hour is rolling on you. Okay? To the downside. And you're at your, like, Nashi resistance here where you had a little bit of, like... And again, like, everything is off until you get back above 27 cents. Like, that's your major resistance at this point. You could even say right here at about 20 cents. Okay? Then you want to take a look at that 4 hour. You're overbought too, like, screamingly. Daily has the momentum. I get it. But wow, I mean, that 4 hour is not where you want it to be unless we get the anomaly move, which is just consistency, which I've seen. And this thing just like hangs out and we just like bend the daily. And then we come down later on, which is possible. I've seen that happen. It's just highly more unlikely. Like, look, opening up along here, you're curving on the stochastics. Look, dumped on you. We're doing a similar thing that we did here. See how much this looks just like this? See that? That and that, they look so similar. Right? Like, we can even do this. And it's all about the tools, too. Knowing how to use the tools in TradingView. Not only just knowing how to trade, but then knowing the tools on TradingView. But, like, that's the same thing. Like, they match. I mean, it's doing the same thing. See that? I just zoomed that out. So, you know, that actually wouldn't be the worst if that's what happened. Okay? And we end up playing to the downside. But regardless, it still shows that we're probably going to get the drop. Okay? So, GRT. You won't get better technical analysis than that. You really won't. I've watched 100 other guys do TA over and over again, get super chats, talk about it. Like, you will not get something with more creativity, more uniqueness, more well thought out, balanced, detailed information in a faster, more compact information. You just won't get it. I'm telling you, you won't get it. Let's take a look at Kadena. Because I watched all these guys for years, and I said, you know what? I know what I got to do, you know? Kadena, you know, look, rising wedge broke to the downside, as suggested. However, then, look, it made a bullish pattern. Bullish patterns break to the upside, the measured move. See that? All you got to do is just keep doing the right thing. Take 70% of the measured move, walk away. Kadena would have been blessing you with gains. And again, low stochastics is the entry. Kissing the 21-day moving average, bottom of the pattern. MACD, lack of momentum. And you can put this in a bullish pattern. This is like the third time we've done this tonight. Putting the RSI in a bullish pattern, something that you won't see a lot of people talk about and or do. However, it does happen to play out and give you significant ideas. However, sometimes what you'll even see is you'll see the RSI pop out first a little bit, and then we'll continue to the upside. All right? Unbelievable move for Kadena. But again, bigger time frame, overbought, and you're at the top of the channel, which we already went over. It's likely to roll over with Bitcoin. Okay, we can delete all my work if you want and just see, you know, you're in this same zone here and you're at the top of the channel. And it makes so much sense to me. I guess I make it look easy and clear. Once I put my work on it, it starts to make sense. Before then, it's right, you're like, eh. But now you're like, okay. I pick up what the lifer's putting down now to the downside. You see? To the downside. Stochastics. High, 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 drop, drop, drop. Resistance. Resistance right here. Resistance. Are you putting down your support and resistance? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I love doing this. I love teaching this. I love it. Like, I just realized, like, I love showing this stuff. It is beautiful. It is such a science. It is so amazing. Put a like in the comment section right now. Put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 333 if you love TA like I do. If you're a nerd for the technical analysis, if you cannot believe how well it can guide you through this market when everyone else is just acting ridiculously, emotionally, we can really push ourselves logically through this market. It's unbelievable what we can do together if we can put our minds, you know, and having a group and everyone getting together, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shout out to Gina Bombino. You make me cry. I love you. You're awesome. We love you. We love you. I haven't traded in weeks. Don't worry, Gina. We love you. Super chat. Send a super chat for a deep dive. I'm grabbing an H-bar every time it falls under... I'm not saying this. I'm just reading a comment. Under 10. Not a technical strategy, but I had to have a plan. Hey, you got to have a plan. I like it. Make money, money, money. Regulators, I mean lifers. Subculture. You're unstoppable. Shout out to David Hagan. I have a Cadena perp running long. 333 428.40, my man. What's the 840? I have to tell you something about your wife. Merch. That's so weird. I have to tell you something about your wife. Merch. I have to tell you something about your wife. That's so creepy, babe. How dare you say anything about my wife? How dare you? Look at this guy, Merch. I have to tell you something about your wife. How dare you? Shout out to Wen Dizzle for the 2222. Crypto Liver is the best crypto leader out there. He is honest, tells it like it is, teaches you how to work for yourself. You must learn how to do this for yourself. In my opinion, this is the only trading group where that will happen. Shout out to Wen Dizzle with the 2222. We love you, Wen Dizzle. People need to be pushed to achieve greatness. People need to be pushed. Shout out to Mr. Smurvington, my man with the eyes. Do I have to send Mr. Smurvington out there? Shout out to each and every one of you. This is where I parked my car. This is where I used to live. These hands just ain't for trading. I tell you the weird. I tell the weirdos all the time. Shout out to Stack, man. I love you, brother. Shout out to Stack. Shout out to all my crypto lifers out there. Cheers to you and yours. Love you all. Well then, hello, Stack. Oh, that's funny. Wasn't that merch guy here the other day talking smack? Finland is watching. Let us see. Shout out to Luhal, the Finn. He will teach you what took me a year to learn on my own. Shout out to my man, Real. The 840 is because you got to double down the 420. You're funny, man. I love you guys. TRIAS looks spicy. Let's take a look at TRIAS for a second here. I like TRIAS. But is it time to double down? Bitcoin could still go lower to the teens. I know. I'm not saying it will, and I'm not like, oh, go bearish, but I'm just saying. Look at this. This is you have to say that was the trend. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then you have to say that TRIAS is trying to get back into the trend line. And that just could be a bearish retest for lower. 4 hour overbought, right? I mean, yeah. So bearishly retested in my humble opinion and about to dump on you. That's just like the rest of the market, and that's a bear flag. I would short TRIAS. Someone said TRIAS looks spicy. I would short this. Very overbought on the 4 hour. Just not a good spot. And again, it could be the anomaly, and you could see this thing fly up. And I've seen it happen. It could happen. And again, I'll put my tail between my legs and watch it bounce first. And what I'll do is I'll wait for it to break through. And what it will eventually do, it'll retest here or here, and then I'll get in and be like, okay, market's way better now. I don't have to be that risky for these amount of gains here, all right? What it's more likely going to do is dump to the downside, though. That's what's more likely going to happen. However, every time we were up here, we bounce down. Up here, we bounce down. Up here, we bounce down. And up here, we bounce down. And up here, we bounce down. Do I have to do this anymore? Right here, we bounce down. And in this chunk here, we bounce down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a row to the downside. Okay? So I just, anyone who likes TRIAS right now and thinks it's spicy, I'd be very careful. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. And I could be completely wrong, and I know nothing about the price of Bitcoin. If Richard Hart is right on track to 10K Bitcoin, then I will hang my head. Anything is possible, which is sad. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. Never. How's Gala looking? Lifer, let's go. 7K Bitcoin will be epic. We would break the exchanges for sure. I don't know if it'd be good. People would try to buy so much, it would just fall off the face of the earth, So what you want to do is you want to look for 4 hour coins that are low on the 4 hour. I'm going to give you guys a gem here. We're going to go gem picking. Nice little double bottom here on render. And it's flipping. See the 4 hour flip there? And 1 hour's not in your favor yet. Looking for a scalp for me. See, I don't like trading when the 1 hour is high. It's usually not a good look. Looking for a gimme in the night. Looking for a gimme that's inside. Looking for an altcoin I can buy. Take a light. Go light, take flight. Looking for one I can get into. Looking for something I can spin to. Let me see here. Look at them. They're all doing the exact same thing. Isn't that funny? Hundreds of coins. Look exactly the same. The play was the same on every one of them. It didn't matter the coin. The wedge broke out a little bit for some broke a little more, some broke a little less, depending on the movement. Like that one got a little more Zcash. Also got a little more funky though. And there's bound to be a gem at one point. Like there's a gem out there somewhere. I do this for hours a day, everybody. Hours a day. 1 inch actually looks somewhat scrumptious compared to the rest of the market. I can't tell you why, but I'm just showing you. If anything could pump, 1 inch might do it. For whatever reason, It's on my radar. I'll turn it green. Matic gonna dump. Everything wants to dump. That one had a little more guns going. CRPT, but that's about it. This is that Saturday night, like just insane. This is a madman, and this is what you work. This is how I find gains. They take me hundreds of hours. I don't care. I'll find the gains eventually. Fourth, I was looking at fourth last night. It took a little bit of a pop. Let's see what it did. I mean, 14%. I love that. I take 14% all day long. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. That was this afternoon, too. I was looking at that. You can see everything did the exact same thing. This one's a little different. CTSI had a little more of a move there. Okay. So, look, we just found the first coin that's hot on the 1 hour. 4 hour isn't that hot, though. So, it's like, but if something pops quickly or wants to scalp, there's a chance this thing does. All right? It's the only thing out of hundreds of coins that the bots might pick up on, you see? Doesn't have a big measured move either. But this is, and I bless you guys with this. And again, it doesn't even say it's going up, and only 6%. It really isn't that heavy of a hitter, so to speak. Okay? Could extend this here, and I'll also move this here. And this could be something that we're looking at, right? With a way bigger measured move. But it might have to find its way a little bit first. But it definitely is hot compared to the rest of the market. Look at that. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Broke to the upside. Broke the neckline and hit the measured move. It's just crazy. There's your neckline. Bang. These are also kind of like, if you flip them upside down, they're like rising wedges that break to the downside, kind of. Because, like, here's your rising wedge. And it breaks down to the measured move, which is the beginning of the wedge, which is like there or here. Flip that back upside down. I'm upside down, but it's just nuts, right? I'm just showing you falling wedge to the upside to the measured move. But look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Inside, I have to draw because it's just so beautiful, textbook. And hard for people to see, but this is the magic, right? And then the length of the pole to the head, you swing that, and that's your measured move. I mean, pretty much, you got pretty dang close. Pretty awesome. Technical analysis will not fail you if you know it, but you gotta like believe in it. You gotta love it, So possible scalp coming out of here, small scalp. Take a look at the 15 minutes low too. That thing may want to bounce. You can see the sellers have lost some momentum here. However, the 4 hour could take you down, and you see some bearish dip on the 4 hour. Doesn't, there's nothing guaranteed here, and you are at resistance area here. Like this was your resistance. You whipped right to it. So it doesn't guarantee anything. High risk scalp, high risk scalp. And you can see it look different than the rest of the market. And you can see when most of the market looks like this, you're like, all right, I've been convinced now. Like, I'll look at Phantom 3S now and take a look at it. And you can see it just wants to break out of this falling wedge here. Now, it should be high on the 15-minute compared to what we've been going over, right? It is, see? So we should have a better entry. And this is, how do we know that? Because we already looked at the actual inverse of what's happening. And so what, we either punch and come back for the retest, or we don't and we come back here, and that's your entry, or that's your entry after the 15-minute resets if you want to be the safest possible player in the game. If not, you could wing it now and go for it, but that's just like that, and that's your risk tolerance that you have to figure out. Nobody can figure that out for you. You can watch 100 lifer streams, you could look at it, everything you want, but nobody's going to be able to figure this stuff out. No one's going to be able to do that for you. Only you can do that for yourself. All right, everybody? Let's get to 400 likes, everybody, on a Saturday night. $58 in stream revenue. You people are awesome. Shout out to each and every one of you. Pat yourselves on the back for being here, for getting through the knowledge and the education on a Saturday night. Getting yourselves that means your minds are ready. You're not someone who likes to sit there and just vegetate. You're not someone who can just sit there through Netflix and let your mind just... You come for entertainment, but you also come for entertainment that sparks your interest, that gets your passions going, that gets you moving. You're like me, and I know that. And I would never just watch something on YouTube just to watch it. I would watch something on YouTube to change my life. I would hope the person was inspiring me. I hope the person was talking that talk. I hope that person was giving me that vibrational energy, spiritually feeding me something good to my spirit, to my soul, and giving me some knowledge that could help me financially in my life so I could get ahead, get away from the people trying to hold me down, from the banking cartels that are trying to shut us down, and all the people out here in the world that are trying to hold the little guy down, man. So there's my idea. There is possibly shorts coming tonight to the upside. And look, that 110% gains if this thing makes it back to the measured move. There's ideas here coming and flowing. You take a look at the 4 hour, you're probably very oversold and about to get a bounce to the upside. Kind of crazy here. So, and so I would be looking at a lot of the shorts now. The Bitcoin short too. Let's take a look at BTC. Let's take a look at BTCDOWN on BolsaDex. This is also on BolsaDex or Binance. Great place to trade against Bitcoin. You can see it's already bouncing on the 1 hour here. We already suggested along there on this low area stop below this line. This long did break up already. Look, 12, 13%. I mean, this short, right? For Bitcoin down. So the short's actually never really fully closed, you know. Kind of a Sammy cup and heady to the upside here. Bit of an elongated cup with a bit of a handle here. So I'm saying that shorting Bitcoin tonight is the best thing to do based on what we figured out. This is what I do, everyone. I show up on the live and I come up with the idea. Sometimes it's 10 a.m., sometimes it's 8 p.m. Thank God that Bitcoin's 24 hours. It gives us that leeway. We can always figure out a move or a positional strength for Bitcoin. So here's an idea that we pump to the upside here for BTC. 23% gains possibly coming out of the short. Okay. Waiting for the 15-minute to reset again before entering the short. Okay. And if you're in my group, we help you figure out how to short. There's 3S tokens on KuCoin that'll move opposite of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin dumps, these tokens will go to the upside. You can use Bitcoin down, which I think works even better, or Bitcoin 3S. KuCoin just been funky, only letting you use 1,000 and just been like re-leveraging that. I'm sure they're going to be fine, but you know, last couple days they've been like kind of repositioning them. So always have a backup. I use BolsaDex to short the market. Beautiful place to do so. Okay. But there's a short for Bitcoin, bit of a cup and handle on the 1 hour. Okay. So I wouldn't be jumping into a bunch of alts right now. People want to know what's up with Ape. Everyone wants to be like, hey, what's up with Ape? What is Ape doing? A lot of amazing teaching tonight. I think we did a lot. It was awesome. 9:39. We're heading towards the end of the show, everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Really sad about the Bruins. I am bummed, but it is what it is. You cannot win every one of them. You know, let's hope the Celtics get them. Yeah, you couldn't win both, so let's hope, hey, that if the Bruins didn't get one, let's hope the Celtics get this Game 7. I'd much rather, if I had to pick one, even though that's hard to do, it's kind of sacrilegious for me to say something like that, but if I did have to pick one, I'd have to pick these Celtics. They're so fun to watch, these young kids, Jaylen Brown, you know, Jason Tatum, and so I'd have to, yeah, you know, yeah. So And again, we're seeing ape, shoulder, head, and a shoulder here, right? Let's see if we can withstand the pain. Daily suggests we're moving up, but again, daily got a big momentumous move, and we didn't really get a lot out of it. So that worries me as well in the bigger time frames, that we could just be doing some kind of rollovers to the side. All right. Ape's in this ascending triangle here. So you'd hope it can keep this trajectory and stay in this channel and then break to the upside, right? Measured move for ape is the length of this. It could break all the way up here to about 1479 if it can have legs. But again, 1 hour is going to have to come to the downside. This is how I play it. I don't know who else you trade with or what other styles you use. Keep coming back to my trading style and it'll be revealed pretty nicely to you. I'm here every single day. I haven't taken a day off in 473 days. I know it sounds crazy when I say it out loud. You're like, nah, it's a lie. Check it out. I really haven't. Over a year here, the stream has never missed a day. My wife was in the hospital giving birth to my child. I was there with the stream. No lie. It was Christmas. I was there with the stream. It was New Year's. I was there with the stream. It was my birthday. It was Thanksgiving. It was, you know, you name it. All Saints Day. It was Halloween. Like, I was there with the stream. You know, we talked about Mirror possibly breaking out on Coinbase here, and it did. Look at it. Made a bit of a little move here. 22% gains in the last hour. Look at that. So if you were on the live stream at the beginning of the live, let's take a look here. This is what I like to show you too, because I like to show you like sometimes, but a few times it tends to happen on the live, like while we're live, and I don't want it to happen. I just, you know, I'm trying to just show you guys stuff. Oh yeah, let's go back to the live though. And just remember, we got to the live. I was like, I didn't want to waste any time. Once we got this thing over and we made through the beginning and I started the live. We talked about this possibly breaking up. It was at 38 even, 38 cents, 37.90, right? And now it's at 39 cents. So let's see. Can't take the whole thing. It was actually 37.90. So not a lot, 10%. All right, but it still did pump. Still made a little pump here. All right, nothing crazy to write home about, but you know, 10% during the live is a lot of money, man. Some people try to make 3% a year. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. We have a thorough Bitcoin analysis. I'm pretty happy with where I believe Bitcoin is going to go. Likely we're getting that break to the downside, right? Out of this rising wedge. We see levels we're going to watch. We're going to wait for the 15-minute to pump first, which is great. See what we can get out of this. Likely looks like it's just kind of going up or down. Like, look, it's just going to do like up, down, come back up again, and then just continue to roll down to the downside. 1 hour wants us to roll. That's likely to happen. Okay. So this is the rising wedge. Let me take away these lines just so you can see. This is the rising wedge right here. Okay. This is the bigger channel at play that we're kind of dealing with. All right. I can take away this. I was just using that as a neckline. I can take away the hidden bullish now too as well. I can take away the older rising wedge that broke to the downside, so we can start to, and I can take away this falling wedge because it already broke out now, and we're kind of doing something different now. Take away that line, all right, and take away this line, and now we're kind of start to see a little more. Just throw this support back on right here, and throw this line back on right here. All right. So Bitcoin breaking down 29,000, 2866. It could go, the lowest target I have is 27K. All right. Remember, the 4 hour is not in our favor as well. So come up, we can come down. So let's see how bad the damage the 1 hour gives us. Let's see where the 15-minute leaves you. And then that's my analysis for Bitcoin tonight, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Let me see. Lifer, can you check out PYR, please? It's the only coin you haven't checked out. Thank you, everyone. Anchor breaking out just like you said. Let's take a look at ANC USDT. A little bit of a breakout here. Nothing crazy, but so far trying to get some legs here. I would watch Anchor Protocol. I would watch it. It looks highly likely to make a move. BTC Weekly Logarithmic Legacy Trendline. Next time, baby, next time. Liver, can you check out PYR? I will check out Lang. I love you. I'll look at PYR. Did you send in a super chat, my man? Did you send in a super chat? For all the hard work, Crypto Rambler sending in a $5 super chat. Just because he didn't ask for anything, we're going to send some of his $5 down to PYR for you, man. Let's take a look at Vulcan Forge for my buddy Vulcan Forge on the analysis here. So it did the same thing everything else did. Had the cup with the handle. Sammy Cup and Addy. Most people would say no. I'd say yes. They'd say okay. Whatever you want. They'd say you're nuts. I'd say fine. I'd go home with gains. They would laugh. I'd rather have gains than laughter. Actually, I don't know. I love laughter, but you know what I mean. This thing's cooked, man. Coming back down. Best bet is it makes a flag and rides with the 21-day moving average. So the best bet is you make another little mini cup and handle here. Sammy Cup and Addy to the upside again for Vulcan Forge. That's what you're looking for. You did make a higher high. You now have this channel going for you. And this channel possibly going for you. See that? You broke out, broke back in. You're riding this wave here to the upside. Interesting. If you break out, you'll break out the length of the pole. Something like this. But if you break down and Bitcoin tanks the market, which could happen, everyone's so like bullish on the bottom. I don't know why. You know, this could be a bear flag that continues to the downside. You could see $2. So just be careful when you're trading this. It's likely to drop to the downside right now. Vulcan Forge. Measured move, if it can do some fireworks, is 753. All right? But that's in a while after it consolidates and then has to do some magic. So you got a few miracles to happen before you can get up there. Looks like a stir-fry pan, not a cup and handle. Anything is possible, man. PYR breaking out. Please take a look. See, you're in a rising wedge about to bank to the downside. 15 minutes giving you some legs, but you're also getting extended here. When you zoom in, you're in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down, everybody. I've only said it like 17 million times, but you're likely to dump back down here to $4. All right. Everyone, I love you. Have a wonderful night. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember videos with Island? Agreed Rambler. Crypto Life Changer. Thank you for all the hard work again. Agreed Rambler, Crypto Life Changer. Appreciate each and every one of you. Second $5 super chat after the first $5 super chat. Wow. He says, thanks for all the hard work. Thanks for all the hard work again. Then another $5. You people are amazing. $73.83 in chat revenue. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much on a Saturday night for giving me that love. We're going to be back tomorrow, ready to go. 400 likes. I knew you people would do it. I knew it. You're awesome. You're amazing. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you back on the live stream tomorrow. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Be safe. Peace. I may even do a Crypto Muser live stream tomorrow. We'll talk about XRP and all that fun stuff. Look out for us. We'll be looking out for you. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Gratitude is the attitude. I can't thank you each and every one for coming on in. We had a beautiful live stream. Celtics tomorrow night. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Crypto is life. I love you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Today is the day you change your life. Don't let anybody tell you different. Only you know your true potential. You might have an amazing potential. Nobody knows but you. You can get there. I will help you. I'm telling you right now. Join the trading group. Get into the free stuff. If you want to join the trading group, just join my Discord. Get into that crypto boot camp. Give yourself the time. You deserve it. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Crypto is life. Be safe.